What's happening, Hoodlum gang? It's your boy Hoodie from the Hood, aka your friend from that big old end. Right back at y'all one time. Check it out. Before we get started, I want y'all to do me a favor. If you want to be a part of the Hoodlum gang, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and if possible, leave me a comment. On top of that, if you want to take it a step further, follow me on Instagram at Hoodie from the Hood. Talk to me, I talk back. Now, as you can see from the title, let's get into it. Milk74. If y'all don't know who Milk74 is, man, popular YouTuber for the past probably 2 years, maybe a little longer, I don't know. He was on Say Cheese, and he has spoke about pretty much not going back to your hood. And he brought up some interesting points. Some I agree with, some I don't. This ain't no attack on Milk. I don't know the dude. I ain't got no issue with him. Despite what y'all may think as far as like my alliance and his. Like, that's not what this is about. This is about the mentality of certain people. Whether it's due to their success or just them fading out of the gang scene. He was basically saying that pretty much he don't go back and hang out. And like I said, this ain't really about him. This is about what he said, and we just gonna tie it into a lot of people think like this. He was pretty much saying like he don't go back to his hood to hang out. He didn't already put in. He did his stuff. You know what I mean? He really from that area, and really, it's a bunch of people in the comments who they are the ones who want you to prove like yourself to them, and you really don't gotta prove yourself to nobody in the comments, homie. Most of these people, I can tell from their conversation and some of the comments and some of the things that they say, most of them is not about that life, nor have they ever been about that life. The majority of them probably live somewhere far away, don't even live nowhere close to the people that they're speaking on or judging. So I understand that you don't got to prove nothing to them. And on top of that, just you being a grown man, you should not be hanging out all day. I don't give a fuck. You should not be hanging out all day trying to keep up with young niggas, trying to prove that you still with the business and all that. That's crash dummy vibes to me. You know what I mean? What else did he say? I don't know. Anyways, pretty much, my bad. I just came from dinner with my girl. We had a few drinks. I don't even drink like liquor, but yeah, had some of that tequila, and of course my Modelo. So that kind of threw me off. Anyways, you should not be trying to hang out as a grown man every day. I'm quite sure you got some type of responsibilities, kids, bills, and just other constructive shit to do. It's cool to pop up, show your face, make your presence felt if you still a part of it. Now, I think with Milk, with him being white, you know, people was already questioning his credibility, being from that gang. That gang is a very well-known gang, and they like, he can't be from over there. Turns out he is from over there. To what extent, I don't know. That's not what I'm here for. So, you know, people just want to see more. Like, okay, if you're really from there, they want to see more. He don't got to prove it to them at all. Don't nobody got to prove it to them. But I think the thing is, and this is not even just with Milk, this is with anybody that's representing the hood, homie. People just want to see. You don't have to prove it to them. They just want to see if it's official, you know, if it's valid. Like, especially when you putting it on thick, you know. If everything that come out your mouth is groove or cuz or blood, or you replacing C's with B's or B's with C's, all that. If you're doing stuff like that, you bring in extra vibes, like you still involved. And if you still involved, then people was they're gonna want to see to some certain extent, like, okay, this is where your mind frame is at, to where you gotta replace letters and you gotta cuz every minute. Then they're gonna want to see you over there. They're gonna want to see you functioning with your homies. They're gonna want to see some type of something. And don't get it twisted, it's niggas that hang out every day that's still busters, but they still from their section. But when you, like I said, when you talking like that, and then when people ask to see, and then you act like you're so far removed from that lifestyle, that's when it doesn't add up to people. I could see if you said, hey, you know, in my youth, I used to be from here. I ain't on that no more. I'm on some grown man shit. I still got love for my niggas. Then people probably wouldn't be pressing to see you interact with your homies. But like I said, when you speaking like that every day, like, I ain't gonna lie, I say cuz a lot more in person than I do on this platform, homie. And that's just based on, I don't want to alienate nobody. You know what I mean? My platform is for everybody. So I know if it's a Damu on here, he might start to feel like, you know, niggas just feel like, man, I feel like this nigga banging on me. You feel me? When you just constantly keep on, everything is just extra'd out and on the set and all that. As well as other Crips that don't get along with, you know, where I'm from. A nigga might start to feel like, damn, nigga, I can't even watch that nigga channel. He cool, but he be doing too much. Everybody don't want to hear that shit. So that's why I refrain from using it as much as I would in person. I use cuz a lot more in person, homie, when I'm talking to other Crips. But also, I'm a nigga that's, I'm not gonna say I'm involved like other people, because I got 2 jobs, homie. I got a son, I got a whole girlfriend. You feel me? Like I got a whole life, homie. So I can't afford to hang out all day like that. But at the same time, I'm probably involved a lot more than some of these other YouTubers. And I'm not even talking about Milk or anybody in specific. I'm just saying some of these dudes probably don't really go to their section at all, or really talk to their homies like that. Like, I literally, there's not a day that goes by that I don't talk to at least one homie. Like, just not even on no hood shit, just calling to check in, just to holler at me about whatever. He might be telling me about what he going through, or he might be complimenting me on my channel or something like that. So, and then you got, that's not even including the homies that call that's locked up. I go through this all day, every day. So some of these people have been so far removed, probably don't have none of their homies' numbers in their phone, and just don't tap in with their homies. They still from the hood. And that's another thing. Somebody asked me the other day in my comments, if somebody don't come around where they get DP. And it's like, no, not as no grown man. As a teenager, yeah, that was something like, you don't be showing up. You know what I mean? Especially in my hood where we was thin. At you know, as far as the teenagers, we didn't have the amount that certain other hoods had. You know what I mean? So everybody counted. And if you wasn't locked up or doing something real constructive, and even still, most niggas didn't care about that back then. Niggas would be like, where you been at? It done been times where niggas didn't ask me where I been at. You know what I mean? But as a grown man, ain't nobody checking on you like that. It's niggas who ain't been around in years. And, you know, when they pop up, it's like, oh, there go the homie. Now, I'm going to tell you something that the homie told me. This was his words. If you ain't been to your hood in 5 years, ain't been in contact with nobody, you not from the set no more. And the reason why he said that is because we don't know what you've been up to. You just fall off the face of the earth for 5 years and then pop back up, bro. You could be them people. You could have been in a whole nother state. You could have threw some other niggas under the bus. You could have had some foul charges, you know, as far as some other stuff, as far as women or whatever. We don't know. There is some homies that haven't been out here for years, but I mean, they still tap in, especially with social media. It's easier nowadays to at least keep in contact with people. But as far as like just, there's nothing wrong with elevating, homie. But to just cut everybody off like that and just not go around them and not be in touch. And I'm not saying that's what Milk do. I'm off that. But I was just piggybacking off of what he said. What is the purpose of you even letting Cuz Blood or Groove or whatever slip out of your mouth if you have zero interest in that lifestyle anymore? If it doesn't intrigue you anymore, you know, some people start to speak like, I'm up here and that shit is down here. And there's nothing wrong with that. If that's how you feel, cool. But you should probably stop riding the coattail of that hood for your views. You understand me? If that's not you no more, let it all the way go. You can't rep that shit when it's convenient for you. And then when a nigga tell you, hey, what's up, bro? Where you been? Nigga, pull up. Nigga, we over here. Oh, nigga, I ain't going to go hang out. Like, okay, you should just stop being from that hood. That's just me personally. That's how I feel about it. Other people, they may have their own, but I just don't understand how you could just be from there by yourself and don't fuck with nobody, or very rarely ever fuck with anybody from that hood. But everything that comes out of your mouth is about that. It just doesn't add up. Because if you felt that strong about it, it would show more. It would show more in your actions. It would show more on your social media. Like you could just tell, homie. Like, you could look at my comments, and it's not all the time, but it's so many homies that be commenting on my stuff, and these is homies that see me. These is not niggas that I ain't seen in 10 years, 5 years. These is niggas who I literally could go to the park, even though I don't hang at the park because I'm a grown-ass man. I just don't. It's not for me. Or I could pull up on a homie, and these homies will be there. Like, niggas could still pick up the phone and call Hoodie Hood. Like, my new number, not a number I had 3 years ago. And if they don't got it, they could just inbox me, bro, what's your line? You feel me? So, like I said, if I cannot use cuz every other word, and I'm probably more involved than some other people, I don't know why they can't tone it down if they no longer believe in that. Unless you just doing it, you know, for image, for YouTube. But that's all, you know, that I had to say on that subject, homie. What do y'all think, man? Do y'all think people could still be, and I'm not saying just from the hood, do y'all think people could still be passionate about where they from, but disassociate themselves at the same time from it? I don't even know how that makes sense, but some people believe you could do that. Like I said, man, I talk to my homies all the time. I'll be at work, homies be hitting me, especially the ones, you know, niggas that's on the street. I probably hit you later, unless it's something serious. But the homies in jail, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna answer that, homie. But yeah, like I said, y'all let me know what y'all think. It's your boy Hoodie from the hood, aka your friend from that big old end. Like, subscribe, put yourself on to the Hoodlum gang, and follow me on Instagram. I'm out.